Many aspire to wealth, but few behave in ways that align with true financial success. There exists an unspoken principle that separates the genuinely wealthy from those merely imitating the journey. This distinction lies in daily choices. This narrative reveals 6 behaviors that the wealthy deliberately avoid, actions that many continue to pursue under the illusion of success. Each of these habits quietly pulls individuals further from the freedom they seek. For those truly committed to changing their mindset and adopting a winner's perspective, the following insights are essential. Society has long promoted a narrow view of success, one built on appearances rather than substance. People are taught to chase symbols of wealth, the luxury car, the expansive home, the newest devices. These are seen as proof of achievement. Yet those who have already attained financial freedom understand a different reality. They are not impressed by superficial markers. They have no need to prove anything. Their success is already secured. Meanwhile, those still striving often display more than they possess, not out of vanity, but because they were conditioned to value the image of success over actual stability. This programming leads many to spend money they don't have, to buy things they don't need, all to impress those who likely do not care. Breaking free from this cycle begins with awareness. True freedom and discipline do not come from flashy displays, but from deliberate, conscious choices. Real success lies in seeing beyond illusions and understanding the traps that drain long-term potential. Once these habits are recognized, individuals can begin transforming their financial future, shifting from surviving to building. A critical realization often overlooked is that many chase a lifestyle, not true liberty. There is a widespread belief that appearing wealthy will bring a sense of fulfillment. Yet appearances do not pay bills. An image alone creates no opportunities. An image is fragile. Real wealth, in contrast, is built on assets, ownership, and peace of mind. However, these do not capture attention on social media or in public spaces. Consequently, they are often ignored. Many choose to lease cars or purchase the latest phones rather than invest in their future. This is because society sold them a dream, one where success must be loud, visible, and enviable. In truth, wealth is quiet. It is reflected in restraint, in delayed gratification, in not seeking validation. This is the source of the conflict, a culture that encourages instant gratification versus the long-term strategies of the wealthy. While the world shouts, "Spend now," the rich chose instead to sacrifice today for power tomorrow. Emotional spending, triggered by stress, boredom, or the need to impress, keeps many trapped in cycles of dependency. Without a mindset shift, no amount of effort or income will lead to lasting change. Earnings will rise, but so will expenses. Hard work alone will never compensate for flawed habits. Eventually, one may wonder why progress never arrives. The time has come to end that illusion and embrace a new path. The societal narrative around success begins early. From childhood, individuals are told that more possessions mean more accomplishment. So when income starts flowing, spending follows closely behind. Credit cards, loans, and payment plans become tools for temporary highs rather than long-term stability. Yet each impulsive purchase deepens the financial hole. Many end up tied to jobs they dislike and bills they can't miss. Life shifts from purpose-driven to paycheck-driven. And because everyone else seems to be living the same way, the pressure feels normal. Beneath the surface, however, lies stress, burnout, and a sense of emptiness. Still, the chase continues, not due to weakness, but because the system is designed to keep people consuming. The system rewards spenders, not savers. It praises consumers, not creators. It markets dreams while selling debt. The wealthy reject this framework. They do not chase, they attract. They protect rather than prove. They build rather than boast. They treat each dollar as a soldier, either wasted or deployed strategically. Once money begins working independently, even during rest, the power of that mindset becomes evident. Until that shift occurs, the loop continues. Earn, spend, stress, repeat. But there is a different path, one that begins with seeing these traps for what they truly are. At the heart of lasting change lies a new way of thinking. Wealthy individuals do not fear missing out. They fear being controlled. This is why they decline what others eagerly accept. Their decisions are not about affordability, but about values. Every purchase represents a trade. between present ease and future power, between looking successful and being successful. The wealthy remain wealthy not merely through income, but through discipline. They guard their energy, their time, and their choices. They think in terms of decades, not weekends. Their success is measured not by possessions, but by what they've built, their freedom and options. This mindset is accessible to anyone. Millions in the bank are not required. It begins with better questions. Instead of asking, can this be afforded? Ask, does this move me forward? Replace, will this impress others? With, does this align with my long-term vision? This shift marks the transition from reactive living to intentional leading. This is where transformation begins. There are 6 common traps the wealthy avoid, habits that most people embrace, unaware of the long-term cost. The first is purchasing brand new vehicles. The affluent avoid rushing into buying the latest models, understanding that a new car rapidly loses value. They prioritize practicality and efficiency over status. They preserve wealth by avoiding unnecessary expenses. The second trap involves designer clothing and accessories. The wealthy value quality, fit, and function over brand names. They know that showing off wealth does not equate to building it. Poor financial decisions often stem from the need to impress, yet results speak louder than appearances. The third is owning oversized homes. While large houses may symbolize success, they often come with burdensome costs, property taxes, maintenance, and utility bills. The wealthy buy what they need and invest the rest in assets that generate income. In contrast, many families overextend themselves for homes that ultimately restrict their financial freedom. The fourth is the endless pursuit of new technology. Constant upgrades to the latest phones, gadgets, and consoles often serve as distractions. The wealthy adopt technology to enhance productivity, not escape reality. They differentiate between tools and toys, and only one builds freedom. The fifth trap is expensive vacations funded by debt. Social media glorifies travel as a marker of success, but the truly wealthy travel smartly, never compromising financial health for temporary enjoyment. They aim to build a life they don't need to escape from. The sixth and final trap is indulging in frequent luxury habits. Daily expenses like coffee runs, food delivery, and impulsive shopping appear harmless but add up over time. The wealthy monitor these small leaks, understanding that financial damage rarely comes from a single mistake, but rather from repeated minor lapses. Small discipline creates major power. Each of these 6 traps is common and easy to fall into, but recognizing them opens the door to a different future. The truly wealthy avoid these behaviors not because they are unable to afford them, but because they understand what truly matters: freedom, peace, time, and control. They don't need to display success. They build lives so secure that they never need to prove anything. The choice is now clear. Continue chasing the illusion or begin constructing a life of real value. This is not about guilt. It is about growth. Awareness is the first step. With each decision, ask, is this fueling ego or building a future? Every act of discipline brings one step closer to lasting freedom. True wealth is not about what is seen, but about what is owned in mindset, habits, and results. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.